Hey guys, welcome back to another raid video. In this video, I want to show you guys something interesting. Right, on my screen right now, this is a Fire Knight team I just came up with today. If you guys take a look at the team composition, is there anything strange you guys noticed? I did not use a Seer or Poison Explosion champion. Alright, if you guys take a look at the damage here, the champion that deals the most amount of damage is Ruel the Houndmaster. Alright, this dude is absolutely crazy in terms of raw damage dealing. Alright, he just single-handed nuked down the waves. Right, you don't need a Seer, you don't need Poison Explosion, just like raw damage nuking down the wave. I'm gonna show you guys a run, and I'm gonna show you guys the gear after that. Alright, I don't want to call it a Fire Knight team guide because the gear is it kind of takes some gear. Alright, and the run is honestly not the fastest, right? It's around 1 minute, but very consistent around 1 minute, maybe 5 seconds longer than 1 minute, something like that. It takes Ruel and Holstring. Holstring is a really good champion. Basically, it's kind of similar to Allure, but he just does much more damage than Allure, right? And then we have Yumiko, basically a Kaimor. I think Kaimor also works, but I feel like Yumiko is kind of more usable because the A1 also decreases the turn meter. It's a 2-hit, right? And then it's Ghost Ball and Royal Guard. Nothing really to be said. Let's just replay to take a look at how it goes, right? Let's see. Alright. And I'm gonna do the nuke. Alright. 12 seconds to the second wave. Pure nuking. Look at this raw damage. Alright, this is not good. I see one mob actually resisted my hex, so this one is gonna take a little bit longer. He resisted my hex. Alright, so 30 seconds to the boss. That was an unfortunate 3%, I guess. That's fine. Let's keep it going. Alright. Look at this raw damage. Let's keep it going. It's gonna be a little bit longer than 1 minute, I believe. Alright, so 1 minute and 2 seconds. It's pretty consistent. As you guys can see, like I actually failed to land the hex on the second wave, and it's still like 1 minute. So it's very consistent, and I haven't seen this team fail a run yet. I look at this Ruel. Ruel just does crazy amount of damage. Pure damage nuking down the waves. Alright? Look at that. After this one, I'm gonna show you guys the gear, right? This one looks pretty good. Alright. Come on, 27 seconds to the boss. Okay. Well, it's gonna be a little bit over 1 minute, I believe. Like I think if any like top whale want to copy this team, I think they can make it a little bit faster. Alright, I don't have like crazy empowered champion here, so I believe if people have crazy empowered champion here, they can make this run a little bit faster than this. Alright, so that's about it. As you guys can see, Ruel is just crazy in terms of damage dealing. Alright, let's just take a look at their gear. The protagonist is obviously the Ruel the Houndmaster. Alright, free to play look away. This is the gear that it takes to just one-shot the trash wave. Alright, this is a +2, so I think if people have +4, it's gonna be much faster. Alright, so if we take a look at the stats here, 8.3 thousand attack with 80% crit rate, 275% crit damage in a Savage set with 221 speed. The reason I gear him with 80% crit is I'm gonna use his aura, which is 20% crit. That's actually very important across your whole team because you're gonna build Royal Guard and Holstring alongside with him. So you only need 68% crit rate on other damage dealing champion, because for strong affinity you get 12% extra crit, and this champion has 20% crit rate, so it's so much easier to gear other champions. And then for Yumiko, where's my Yumiko? My Yumiko is just an arena build, so this is a crazy gear, I know, but I use this Yumiko mainly for arena, but I found out that she is actually quite good in Fire Knight as well. Alright, so who is the next one? The next one is gonna be Host Ring. Where is our dude Host Ring here? Alright, so here he is. I actually saw a video from Scratch earlier this week, and actually last week, I mean. And we have CVC today, so I decided to take him out of my vote and give him a try. I fully booked him because Plum just give me free book every week. Alright, so but if you guys are low spending or free to play, I actually don't recommend any of you guys to book him. Like, he is super niche, and the only place you're gonna need him is Fire Knight. So if you can already beat Fire Knight, unless you really like him, otherwise I don't really recommend you guys to book him. Alright, so that's his gear. Relatively fast. Like I said, with Ruel in the team, you only need 68% crit rate because he is strong affinity and Ruel has a crit aura. Alright, so this attack is not that high because this is a baseline one, and crit damage is quite high and enough accuracy for this. By the way, I forgot to mention that on my Ruel, the Hound Master, I actually built this accuracy quite low. The reason is he can do a accuracy up on everybody, right? And that's why, like, and she is the only champion in the game that can put AoE hex on the enemy. So let's say this is 200 accuracy with 50% more. This is gonna be, she's gonna have 300 accuracy. This is enough for all the PvE content. Alright, she's gonna put increased accuracy on all ally, then place hex. That's very important. That's why you don't have to build his accuracy to be really high or anything like that. Then we have Ghostborn. This is just a pretty much regular Ghostborn, right? Nothing else matters. You only need him to be relatively fast in a dungeon run. Alright, nothing else matters. Don't look at anything else. And then we have Royal Guard, our boy RG. That's the Royal Guard I'm using on my Fire Knight team. And honestly, attack doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna put him in a cruel set to have 30% ignore defense. Speed is around 225, and for crit rate, just enough crit I need, 68%. Alright, so that's why, like with Ruel on the team, it's actually so much easier to gear everyone else. You only need 68% crit on Royal Guard. Alright, so yeah, that's basically it. What do you guys think? Alright, let me show you guys my AI setup for this team. I think for this team here, Ruel is just gonna use A2 first, then A3 first, then A2. And for once he gets to the round 3, he's not gonna need this skill anymore. So just don't use it. This is a waste turn. And for the Host Ring, on the second round, just don't use A2 and A3 because you will need it in round 3. And then for Yumiko, yeah. For the first wave, don't use A3, and second wave, use A3 first. And once she gets to the boss, do not use A2. A2 is useless, just a hex. For Ghost Form, nothing really to be said. Just always prioritize the A3. And for Royal Guard, it's pretty much similar. Just always prioritize A2. And on the second wave, don't use A3 because you're gonna need it on the boss. And yeah, that's basically it. This team just works really well, and I think like Ruel is just a crazy champion in terms of pure nuking. Alright, maybe we can try a dragon run. Like, probably not gonna beat it, but we can just take a look at the damage of Ruel. Let's take a look how much damage he can do to the waves. Alright, let's take a look at this. See if he can one-shot the wave here. This is a very tanky wave. Look at that. That's raw damage. Alright, that's raw damage. I think he's A2 is probably the hardest hitting raw damage ability in the game. Look at that. Just one shot the wave like this. Of course, it kind of takes crazy gear for sure, right? So I'm actually curious to see if there are any top whale watch this video and decide to try a +4 Ruel. I'm kind of curious to see that, to be honest. Alright, Dragon is not gonna be that fast because I have a lot of weak affinity here. Royal Guard and Hot Stream. This is just a proof that Ruel can just nuke down the wave, just like Seer. Just like Seer or Poison Explosion champions. Probably not gonna win this. Alright, I don't have any healer and the Dragon is just gonna one-shot me, I believe. And that's it. So yeah. I made this team just for Fire Knight, not super fast again, but I think it's a pretty fun team. And I think maybe I'm gonna try to put Ruel in Arena. Alright, might make another video about Ruel in Arena. I kinda wanna see his A2's damage in Arena. I think this skill has a lot of condition, alright? But if all the conditions are met, I think this is the hardest hitting AoE ability in the entire game. It hits harder than Havoc, I believe, if all the conditions can be met. Alright, so let's do one last run and I'm gonna call it the video. Let's take a look at this. Alright, I got a resist here. That's not good. Yeah, like if the wave resisted my hex, it's gonna be much slower. Okay, no resist, that's good. And then it's gonna be a one shot. Alright, 30 seconds to the boss. It's pretty consistent. Like Fire Knight is not gonna get a turn. It's not possible. Look at his turn meter. It's not possible for the Fire Knight to get a turn. Alright, that's about it. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Alright, so I'm gonna call it the video. What do you guys think? I think this thing is pretty entertaining. Alright, and I want to try Ruel the Huntmaster in more content in the game. So stay tuned and I will see you guys in a video soon. Bye.